Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon just struck a settlement in their divorce, and the numbers have raised a few eyebrows. TMZ reports that they both declared income for 2014, and Mimi says she raked in $6.3 million, and Nick made $2.7 million. Sure is a far cry from some of the figures we've seen attributed to Carey in the past. Per their agreement, they share custody of the kids, but Nick must deposit $5,000 a month into a trust for them, and Mariah doesn't have to put any. And get this, neither Nick or Mariah can allow the kids to address a new significant other as mom, dad, mommy, daddy, father, mother, or any version thereof. What's more, the kids will primarily be with Mariah, but if Nick comes to visit, she foots the bill for travel and lodging. Plus, she has to sign over the title to a 2012 Ferrari. Guess we now know why she was trying to get $50 million from billionaire James Packer. A dad's allowed to brag, right? Brian Austin Green shared a few pictures of his kids on Instagram, Noah, Bodhi, and newborn Journey, summing it all up with, "My wife makes beautiful babies." He and Megan Fox are a family of 5 and seemingly couldn't be happier. They went through a recent rough patch when Megan filed for divorce back in August 2015, but according to Us Magazine, they've completely reconciled. It's reported that they've been through a lot but are totally back together. The photos are a little bit of a surprise due to how private the family normally keeps. In fact, the last time we really saw Megan in public was back in late May, when she was still pregnant with Journey. It's nice to know that although we don't see much of Brian, Megan, or their beautiful family, they're not going anywhere. Have you heard the rumor that Eddie Redmayne went on a date with Taylor Swift? Neither had we, but apparently Eddie did. He tells Bravo's Watch What Happens Live, "I absolutely can put the rumors to rest. I never went out on a date with Taylor Swift." Thanks for that, Eddie. But what rumors? Taylor Swift has a very specific group of dudes who she has reportedly dated for a short time in the past. Harry Styles is on the list, Jake Gyllenhaal is on the list. But Eddie, buddy, we don't think we've seen you on there. Eddie was still complimentary about Taylor, though, telling the show that the singer auditioned for Les Miserables and did an amazing job. Plus, Eddie is happily married to Hannah Bagshaw, so it's not like he has any lingering remorse about the date that could have been with Taylor. All ends well that never started in the first place. Katy Perry is rewriting her upcoming 5th studio album, and the reason may surprise you. She's not going back to the drawing board because the mix was off or the tracks were out of tune. Nope, Katy's reworking the record to include songs about the presidential election. That's right, the upcoming album was slated to be released at the end of the year, but will now be pushed back as she aims to bring peace and unity to the U.S. following the election of Donald Trump. Perry was a staunch supporter of Hillary Clinton, and she was left in tears after Clinton's loss. Katy hasn't released an album since 2013, and the latest events surrounding the country had inspired her to rework the direction of her album. An insider says she hopes her new music will inspire healing, and she has reportedly donated $10,000 to Planned Parenthood since Trump's win. Now we're left to wonder when it'll hit store shelves. Kaley Cuoco doesn't shy away from a little cosmetic help when she needs it. The Big Bang Theory actress is extremely candid about her elective surgeries, telling Women's Health, "Years ago I had my nose done and my boobs, best thing I ever did. Recently I had filler and a line in my neck I've had since I was 12. These days, it seems most movie and television stars would rather keep that information as secret as possible, but Kaley seems to be the opposite and completely happy because of it." She tells the magazine, "As much as you want to love your inner self, I'm sorry, you also want to look good. I don't think you should do it for a man or anyone else, but if it makes you feel confident, that's amazing." Kaley has always been into maintaining her fitness, and the 30-year-old admits that she has to work out harder than she used to keep everything in check. But when you're pulling in more than $1 million an episode, why not buy a little help here and there too? Kim Kardashian might be the most photographed person in the world, and nobody does a nip slip quite like her. Don't believe us? Just take a look at some of her most memorable bra-busting moments. Jon Hamm has hung in there and now embraces those rumors that he's packing some serious heat downstairs, if you get what we mean. Fine, let's be adults about this. Jon Hamm apparently has a pretty huge penis, and some photographs have helped spring up the story. Hamm tells GQ Australia it's a topic of fascination for other people, certainly not me. By the way, as rumors go, not the worst. No kidding, but that's a far cry from how Hamm first felt about it once people started discussing it in public. He told Men's Fitness in 2014, "Would you want people walking up to you and pointing at your I can't believe I'm still talking about this, but I've worn underwear every day of my life, and the fact that I'm painted as this exhibitionist is a little annoying." Sounds like he's let the news grow on him a little bit. Everyone knows those gossip magazines at the grocery store are old news. That's why we give you the best celebrity stories and headlines on a daily basis. So sit back, watch, and be sure to like and subscribe.